Hey everybody, today's really special. I get to fish some private water on the North Fork of Battle Creek. A couple bought this 300-acre ranch. It's huge. It borders about a mile, I guess, of this fork of the Battle Creek. And they found my channel. They invited me out to come and fish it because they're like, hey Eric, come make a video. We're gonna turn this place into an Airbnb so other people can come and see what it's like. So that's the goal. I'm gonna fish this water that probably a handful of people have had the privilege of, and I'm excited. Never fished here, anywhere near here. There is some public access further upstream, but no idea what that's like. So I'm just doing a little prospecting here. Hopefully I don't get eaten alive. There are so many mosquitoes here. They're just swarming me. Big cat is laying eggs right in front of me. A lot bigger than the fly I have on. It's like a size 10. I think it's huge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get out of this mud and I guess try fishing subsurface with him. Let's see where I can go. If I can get anywhere with that. See if I can get out of this mud without losing my boot. Alright, I re-rigged for nymphing on a mono rig. When I was on the McLeod, I lost my my sighter because I stuck in a tree, wrapped the indicator all the way around the branch, and so I had to pull on the line and it broke the sighter off, 12 pound. So I should be alright though. Starting small here. I got a size 18 walled sperm on the point and then a size 18 midge on the dropper. Virginia midge. Still haven't caught a fish on that, but I don't know, for some reason I have confidence in it. I know it's gonna work. Oh, there's a fish. Got one. Well, I have to do like a really high release here. How about this? I'll move down to where I can net them. Okay. I didn't notice what fly it was on either. Not having the sighter, it's definitely harder to see when I'm tight to the bobber. There's one. Oh. I'll set my tippet to about 6 feet. This hole could be deeper. There's got to be more than 2 fish in here. Try a cast right here at my feet. Oh, that was definitely a fish. Dang it. Okay, let's try going deeper. If this doesn't work, I tried adding some weight. No, I just needed to go deeper apparently. Got one. I think that was the Virginia midge on the point. So deeper was the change I needed to make. I went about 18 inches deeper. Yeah, it looks like the indicator's fishing, like the fish are, well, just a little hydraulic there, sucked it down. I was worried that the flies weren't getting down, but this current's so slow, it's got plenty of time to get down. Let's go even deeper. Still not hitting the bottom yet. Alright, we'll change the point fly. See if I can fool one with something maybe a little more attractor. Taking the waltz off. Alright, put a little heavier red dart on. That'll help it sink for sure. see if that gets anything going. Let's go look for some different kinds of water. Well, one of the cool things that they've done with this place is they hired a trail builder out of the Tahoe area to come in and build some trails. And it's awesome. It's going to be amazing for that, for sure. But getting down to the water, there's only a few select spots. So I'm kind of doing some bushwhacking for now until they can get some fisherman trails built. There's one. That was a beautiful little fish. Let's see if I can figure out how to cast up here. Gonna do it. See if I can land a fish to hook one though. Stick. We got a stick on the Virginia Midge. Isn't that incredible? There's one. Oh my word. Can't keep these things hooked. Lots of low-hanging branches. Alright, I know for sure one took the red dart. Oh, he's so cute. So cute. Okay. That was like the cleanest catch so far. Okay. I don't care if they're small. They're beautiful. They're wild native rainbows. So there's this huge widowmaker in the river, leaning off like a foot of branch up there. I think with just a little bit of force I can get it to come off. Yeah, here goes. There it goes. Woo! All right. Annoying for fishermen, but that could save someone's life. That thing was just barely hanging on. I think what'll be interesting about here is there are no fisherman trails anywhere. This is pretty much virgin land. And I know people have fished here before. I'm not going to go out and claim that, you know, I'm the first one to ever fish here, but it's definitely not a frequent occurrence. Fishing here, I'm just basically looking for any kind of softer water amongst the fast water. There could be fish lying in any of these little slots. Still have the new R8 core. And cast mono, almost as good as fly line. This piece of water is definitely like one of the fishiest runs I've found. Let's see if I can pick it apart and find some. Let's try the right side. Yeah. Took the Virginia Midge. Oh, took the thread Frenchie. So cute. Get bigger. So note about the size of the fish here. Oops, ooh, there's a, oh. The fish here are small because downstream from here there was a natural obstruction in the canyon. I believe it's called Angel Canyon. And there was a Trout Unlimited project that finished this last year where they removed those barriers, basically flattened out the waterfalls that had developed from the canyons, falling in on itself to allow passage for salmon and steelhead to get up here. And there's still one more obstruction apparently. And the landowner here is working with them to get that project going and get the last obstruction and get this opened up to all the steelhead and salmon, which would be awesome to get big fish up here and to have more habitat for naturally spawning fish, because there aren't many cold water streams that basically still feed into the sack. Well, I've hooked 3 fish right here and only managed to get one to the net because they're wily. They come off pretty easily. It's a little deeper through here. On the left side, the rocks all seem to have a lot of moss on them. Maybe this is still pretty high water, spring runoff probably. There's a deeper channel here on the right side. Oh, more decent fish for here. They like that thread Frenchie. Confirmed. That's money right there. That was one hundo of fish. So I'm pretty sure I heard a fish jump over here on this edge. So I'm going to try fishing dry fly on the mono rig for the first time. Definitely be done. Where'd my fly go? Oh, there it is. I don't think there's many fish on this side based on how the fishing went earlier. I don't know. Must have been a fluke eat. Go back to a nymph. But again, that's the beauty of the versatility of the mono rig. I can cut this dry off, put a nymph back on. I'm going to put an indie because I don't have a cider. But yeah, putting the nymph right back on. Let's just do a single nymph. And we're liking the thread Frenchie, so I'll put that back on. Okay. Alright, back in it. I think that was one. Maybe. Yeah, this runs deep too. I might have to add more tippet after all. See what happens. Oh, dude, check out this stonefly. Just landed here on the bank. Oh, it's a salmon fly. Cool. I think we're still pretty high spring runoff here. It's probably easier to catch these fish when the flows are like half this. So I know this river's like full of tiny fish. And that's probably the same reason why the dries aren't working. They're just pegged to the bottom of the pools. Or if they're in shallower water, it had a little more current to it. I don't know, they just weren't looking up. So here's the last run that I have access to. It looks really nice. I'm gonna fish this carefully. And then we're gonna go up and fish their pond that's stocked. Well, he said 1 to 2 pounders. So maybe we'll do a little stalker bashing if we're lucky. Bunch of low-hanging branches here, I gotta be careful. There's one. Alright, it's been a while. That was weird. I guess that could have been a fish. Hit it twice. Or it was skipping across a rock. I think I'm done. Let's move on to the lake. Shall we? Well, I've been rigging up. I've seen several fish slurping off the surface. One big blow up, so not far off the bank. So I've rigged up a dry. Haven't seen anybody for a minute, but see if we can get anybody come up. Oh yeah, got one. That's not kidding. There's some decent fish in here. Well, that's cool. That's quite a contrast from what we were catching in the pond. Oh, excuse me, in the creek. Oh, it came off. Did it break off? No, I just got tangled in this grass. Oh shoot. I think I need to get him on the reel next time. Well, that was fun. Even though I didn't quite get it, I got it to my feet. I was just doing a really slow retrieve. It was probably an 18-inch fish. Here we go. Okay, this stillwater stuff can be fun. Beautiful. Nice. That was a fine little stock fish. Just doing a real slow retrieve. Pretty simple. Larger quill pattern, I don't even know what I called it. Tied that thing a while ago. Got that on the point. And that girl took that one. Ooh, that was quick. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. There's a fish. Alright, sweet. It's still on. It's trying to get in the grass to find protection. I'm trying to get it up. Oh, there it is, okay. Oh, because I snagged him. Oops. Darn. Cool. Dang, this is a fat little football of a fish. Cool. Alright. Hey everybody, thanks so much for watching, and if you haven't yet, please like this video and subscribe. I post new videos weekly. So it's not every day you get to fish private water, so a big thank you to Lee and Carrie for inviting me out to make this video, and you too can stay there. You can rent one of the two cabins, rent them both. There's a lot of options. You just got to check out their website, basecamplassen.com, and you can find out all the details about how to rent them. When you rent one of them, you get access to Battle Creek, you get access to the pond, and they also have a game room, which I didn't feature. It has pool tables, card table, all kinds of fun stuff in there. You get access to all that stuff when you rent it. So it's a pretty cool place. I highly recommend it if you're looking for some exclusive places to go fishing. And those fish in the pond are hungry and they were big, so that was super fun. In case you're wondering where it's located, it's in a small town called Manton, which is in Tehama County up in Northern California. There's not a whole lot I could add about the fishing that I didn't already mention in the video, but maybe on the pond, I started out fishing dries because they were rising all over the place, but I couldn't get them to come up and eat. So I switched to a suspended nymph rig, and that was the ticket. The fish were just a slow retrieve, just barely enough to make it come back. No drag on the water, no ripples or anything. And I kind of wish I had started up there sooner so I could have caught more of those. But anyway, highly recommend it, super fun, and it's a cool opportunity if you get up there. And again, if you want to find out about how to rent these places, check out basecamplassen.com. All the flies that got the fish in this video are available in the shop at driftstone.co, so please take a look. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And until next time, everybody, Godspeed.